Howdy YouTube. Brought out another eBay purchase today to do for my video, and I'll put up a link to the title and the description right now. It is an eBay mystery box or bag, $200 value. I purchased this about a month ago. You may have seen 4 of the bigger channels here on YouTube had a mystery bag battle between the 4 of them. 2 of them purchased from this seller. I didn't out the seller, but if you know how to use the eBay search, you can find them too. He still has these up for sale. I'm not going to open this live because I know there's a sheet in here with identifying stuff for the seller, but we will open it up now and we'll see what we got. Back in just a bit. Okay, this is what I received in the package. I got 4 little sort of wrapped up in paper products here. I paid $214.88 actually with shipping on these for this $200 lot. And I can see in this one there's some slabs, or at least a slab in there. We'll set it aside. I think I'll probably open this bigger one first, maybe this one second. And this feels like maybe loose coins or coins and flips. But Rob Finds Treasure and Silver Seeker actually purchased from the same seller. So that's what this is. So if you've seen their box or eBay box battle on this, you know where I figured it out and got it from the same seller. So let's go ahead and open up the first one, the big package. I got a feeling I sort of know what this might be, but maybe not. Actually, there looks like 2 things in here. Okay, first up, we got a 1998 uncirculated coin set. Looks like all the stuff is in there from the original purchase. Probably certificate of authenticity sort of thing there. And it is a couple nice Philadelphia and Denver minted uncirculated coins from 1998. Put that off to the side. We'll get some prices. They've got $8 marked on it, which probably isn't too far off. Second thing is a 1971 silver Ike dollar, and it is the proof version. Got a little milky in this showing up, which a lot of these did have. This was out of the what they call the brown Ike package. Just don't have the box, but the reverse is nice. Like I say, just a little milkiness on the front. They did have $20 marked on it. We'll go ahead and go offline. We'll probably go between the Red Book Quarterly, which is the old gray sheet retail price guide. I got a current one here, and eBay prices, and we'll come up with a value with this. So back in just a bit. Okay, I went online and also looked in Redbook Quarterly, which is the old CPG retail guide, and the 1998 uncirculated set in the guide is $5.50. On eBay, the cheapest I found was $8 shipped, and on up from there. So $5.50 probably, if you're going to buy them locally, is a good price for this. So we'll put that up in the right hand corner right now. And I'll keep track of the value of this lot up in that right hand corner as we go. Next up, this Eisenhower dollar. Of course, this is 40% silver, and I did look on eBay and also in the Redbook Quarterly. Redbook Quarterly shows a price in the original brown Ike box of $13.50 on this. I did find on eBay one of these without a box that sold for $11 plus $5 shipping here recently in the box. $16 shipped and up on these. However, being this is silver and current silver melt values, as of today, this is over $16.50 in silver value. And I did look back on the Kitco guide, and at the date of I purchased this, the price of silver was at about $53, where it is also today. So I've actually going to have to round that price up to $16.50 for the silver value in this. So that's what we're going to put up here in the corner. Okay, next up I brought up one of the little bundles here. I could see there's a flip in there. Looks like some other stuff. See what all we got in here. Okay. The one that I'm probably going to have to look up, see if we can find anything on, is that. First up, we got an 1899 Liberty Head V-nickel. Hopefully you can see that. Well circulated condition, showing a price of $10 there. Yeah, that's in that shape, $1 to $1.50 at the most on something like that. We'll put that down for, oh, let's go $1.25 on that. Next up, oh, this is kind of interesting. We will have to price guide this. We've got an 1857 Flying Eagle cent. Got a price of $50 on that. I believe that's a little bit high there, but we'll have to go into the price guide and do a little hunting. It is well circulated. Looks like it's been cleaned, so that'll deter from the value. We'll look that up here in just a bit. Next up, looks like we got a war nickel, I'm guessing. Trying to see the date on it. It is in 1943, Philadelphia. So we will have to do a little bit of we will look at this under the scope also, make sure it isn't one of the, I believe there's a couple of varieties you can find on this, 3/2 variety, also the doubled eye on the 1943, but as a war nickel, I think these are about $2.50 now, silver melt value. Of course, it is heavily circulated, so I'll put 2.50. It's probably about silver melt value. We'll put that up in the corner right now. These two I'll have to do a little hunting off the video here right now, so let me do a little looking and we'll be back with some values on them. Okay, done a little investigating. First off, I'm going to have to revise the value of this up to $3. This war nickel silver melt on these is actually $3 now, so $3. Next up, this Flying Eagle. Again, hopefully you can see that. I would call it in a G4 grade, and again, probably cleaned. Does have detail on the eye. You can read all the lettering around the outside. In a G4 on in the Red Book Quarterly, shows a $27 price tag. Of course, that would be a graded price. So on the eBay solds, I see anything from $15 to $20 for coins in about this shape, or so let's go $17.50 on that. I know I've seen those go for around $20 a lot, so we'll go $17.50 on that. Okay, last up, this little 8th Kakani, Naga Dynasty of Narwar, an ancient coin there. Looked on eBay, a lot of these are being sold in lots of 7 to 10, two coin lots. Look like they're all being put out by the same company. They all got this same little tag, and from what I see, $3 to $5 depending on the lot size. I don't know if I've seen any single ones being sold, but let's go $4 on this. That 15 is definitely high, so let's go $4 on it for a single. Put that in the corner. Okay, next up, the second little bundle of coins. Looks like we got a barber quarter there. Looks like a few more coins. Got a steel cent, Roosevelt dime, the 1961, which is my birth year, Denver Mint. First one up, we'll go ahead and do this steel cent. Got a price of $5 marked on it. Obviously that is high. Circulated condition. I think I've been able to get these for, oh, what is it, about 40 or 50 cents in rolls. So 50 cents at the most on that coin there. Okay, next up, the Roosevelt dime. Again, there's nothing special about the date. Silver melt value on this actually today is $3.86, so $5 a little high, $3.75. We'll go for that. Put it in the corner. Okay, this last coin, 1902 Philly barber quarter. I would guess it's in a G4 to maybe a G6 grade. It's not VG in that there's none of the letters in Liberty showing, but it does have a full rim on both sides. That is the second highest minted barber quarter there was, so nothing fancy about the date. And the Red Book Quarterly shows a retail on a G4 at $14. Of course, that would be graded. On eBay, I'm seeing solds from about $9 up to $20 on similar coins. So, and the melt value on that's about just a little under $10 as of today's date. So, maybe let's go 12 bucks. That's probably a little bit to the high end on that. So, 12 bucks, and he had it marked at 20. And that is a Denver Mint steel cent. Not that it makes any difference, but we'll go 12 bucks on the barber quarter. Okay, we're on to the last bundle of coins. Like I said, I can see there's some graded coins in here. Let's see what we got in here. Couple slabs there. Buffalo nickel. Wheatie. Looks like we got a Merc dime in there. And the last one, we've got a Morgan dollar. Okay, first off, we can go ahead and do the Merc dime. It is a 1942 San Francisco Merc dime. Well circulated. Again, not worth much more than just melt value, which is around $3.75. We'll go for 4 bucks on the Merc dime. Put that up in the corner. Okay, next, the Buffalo nickel. Not graded. I didn't see what they had for a price. 5 bucks on that. I said 4 bucks on the Merc dime. Indian head cent. Trying to see the date on it. It is a 1918. Making sure there's no mint mark there. It's 1918 Philly Indian head cent. The Wheat Cent is a very nice uncirculated 1951 ICG graded MS65 red. Very nice scent. Not guessing a whole lot of value on that. We'll look it up. And if you're not familiar with ICG, I would say they're the fourth highest grading company behind PCGS, NGC, and Annex. You see quite a few of these ICG slabs. And then the last thing is a 1921S Morgentaler, an MS64. We'll look at some prices. I know if that Buffalo's really worth it. It is well circulated. We'll take a look and see if there's any extra value, being it is a 1918. Back in just a little bit with some prices. Okay, I was able to get some prices here on the rest of the items. This 1918 Buffalo nickel. The Red Book Quarterly, it is approximately, I would say, a VG grade. Got just a little bit of the horn still there. But Red Book shows it at a $5.50 price, and this is a pretty high mintage Buffalo nickel, so of course it isn't graded. And I looked on eBay. I seen, oh, I don't know, a number going from like $3 to $10. Actually did see one of these in the exact same holder, 1918 Philly, that sold for $13 free ship, so about $8.50 value, you know, with the shipping costs removed. So I'm gonna say $4 is probably a better price for this. Next up, this 1951 Philly ICG graded MS65 red at a price of $13 marked on it. Red Book Quarterly shows a price of $23. Of course, it is graded. On eBay sales, I've seen anything between $15 and $32 for this coin. So I think the $23 is probably a good price for that. And last, this 1921 Philadelphia Morgentaler, an MS64. Common date. Red Book Quarterly shows it around $70. eBay sales I've seen as low as $50 and as high as $130. Most of them sold between $70 and $80, so we're going to say $75 for that. Anyway, we'll set them all out here, and we'll see what I have to say about this lot. Okay, as you can see by my totals up in the corner, I've got about $170 worth of coins here out of this eBay grab bag. Like I say, I paid about $215 for it. I don't think I did as good as Rob Fine's Tracer Silver Seeker, and I guess that's part of buying a eBay grab bag like this. Would I recommend the seller? Probably not. I mean, there was some nice coins in there. The Flying Eagle cent and the Morgan and the red wheat cent, but value wise, a lot of common stuff in there. Probably could have dropped another coin or two in there and wouldn't have been hurt by it. But anyway, if you're interested, you can figure out the seller from my info at the beginning of this video. But I've had good luck in the past with some of my eBay grab bags that I've hunted down with from those guys, but this one I would say not so much. So anyway, guys, I'd like to thank you for watching. Hopefully you'll catch my other videos and live streams that I try to put out, a few times a week. So anyway, guys, catch you later. Thanks.